You know, sometimes I feel bad for AMC apes. I feel bad that they got duped into this massive pump and dump that is AMC. And a lot of AMC apes believe that if they just hold shares of AMC forever, they will get paid out. And it's just not that simple, and it's just not that easy. We're going to talk about this fantasy world that the apes are living in right here in this video, so make sure you stay tuned. What's going on, guys? Patrick here. Today, I want to talk about the delusion. I want to talk about how insane these apes are getting. We're getting to the point where it's just becoming hysteria, and it's starting to really prove a point that the apes are so deep in the hole here that they just continue to make up more and more theories on why the price of AMC keeps going lower. So looking here at the daily chart on AMC, guess what? We are back under $16. We're at that $15.86 level right now. $15. Who would have? It's funny. I don't know. Everyone likes to say, like, I saw the videos commenting about how, you know, I had no idea what I've been talking about, that I've been wrong for the last 6 months. And, well, you can't disagree. I mean, you can hate me all you want. You can think my hair sucks. You can think I have no idea what I'm talking about. But at the end of the day, I've talked about one very kind of simple idea throughout this whole entire movement, that AMC would see the $15 area. And yes, I did buy call options and I have bought put options. I've traded the stock. I've made money on AMC trading it. And I want to remind everyone that I am a trader. So I'm not going to just hold, buy, and sell. You know, if I bought puts, 3 months ago on AMC, I didn't just hold them forever. You can't hold the options on AMC forever because of the IV. If you don't know what the IV is, it's the implied volatility. So the stock really has to make a drastic move, or it'll just end up eating all of the premium in the contracts. And even if let's say I buy call options, let's say I buy $17 call options that expire next week on AMC, and it consolidates, it just goes sideways here. And then by the time of expiration, the price of the stock is $17.01. Those options will be worthless because I basically need to move to like $19 to $20 to $30. Well, I would say at least $20 to $21 on those options to make money. So I know everyone's always like, well, why don't you just trade to buy the options? If you think it's going to go lower, buy puts. Well, it's just not how it works. You really need to understand how options work and the implied volatility. So right now, AMC at that $16 to $15, $70 area there. If you look here on the smaller time frames, right now, AMC pushed up to that resistance from yesterday at the 16 kind of 80, and now turning back down. And the thing about this is, I know a lot of people commented like the only reason that AMC is going down for the last 6 months is because we're in a bear market, that the overall market has been crashing for the last 6 months. So if we go here and we look on the weekly chart here, AMC is down around 80% right there. If you look at the weekly chart here, down to the 1570s. Now, if we go over here and we look at the overall market from the highs recently is only down around 13 to 12% here. And if you go back to June of 2021, since the big squeeze happened in June, the overall market went from the 421 area up there to 480. So the overall market went up 15% basically throughout that time when the AMC movement was dying out and crashing down 50%. So you can say, oh my gosh, yeah, the reason the AMC is going down is because of the overall market. And well, I have to disagree with you there, because obviously the market went up a bunch there at the end of 2021, and well, AMC down. And you can see from November till now, AMC has just went down, down, down. So to sit here and blame the overall market on the reason that AMC is $15, well, I think that's a futile argument. So this is one of my favorite comments from AMC Apes, is that the buyers outweigh the sellers. And the thing about this, guys, is you have to understand one simple idea. If the price of the stock is going down, how is it possible that the buyers are outweighing the sellers? I don't know about you guys, but that makes absolutely no sense. Also, another one of my favorite comments is, how much am I getting paid? Like, who would pay me, right? Would the hedge funds pay me? Would AMC pay me? Who in the world would pay me to make videos on YouTube talking about a stock that has been going down for the last 6 months? Well, I don't think anyone would pay me to do that. I don't know. There would be no incentive. The hedge funds, they've already got their positions. They're already short the stock. Everybody believes that, oh my God, there's billions and billions of shorts out there. So what do I have to do here, to control the stock? And how am I going to push the stock lower as the hedge funds, have already manipulated it to the point that it's already lower? So the idea that I'm getting paid to be a shill here, well, I think that's, kind of funny, because if you think about it, if I was AMC and I needed to raise cash and I really needed to, do an offering, I need to sell shares at a high price so I could raise cash to stay alive, what would I do? Well, let's think about this. This could be a conspiracy theory. I know everyone's going to freak out. I know AMC apes love conspiracy theories here. But what if this whole entire movement is one big pump and dump orchestrated by the higher ups, the man in the myth, the man above, the guy, behind the curtain? He was like, listen, we're going to get a bunch of idiots on the internet to talk about the MOAS. We're going to get guys like Trey Trades and Matt Kors, the biggest idiots of all the idiots. We're going to get them to talk about a possibility that AMC can go to $1,000. And what's going to happen is a lot of other idiots are going to believe that the price of AMC could go to $1,000. And while this is happening, we're going to squeeze the stock from $11 to $70. And during this time, we're going to dump more and more shares on all of these bag holders. We can't do it too quickly, because if we do it too quickly, we're going to crash the stock price. But if we do it slowly and we tell the holders that this is part of our financial, CEO plan, that I'm going to sell millions of shares while they're holding millions of shares, if I do this, well, then this could be the greatest pump and dump of all time. And I could raise a bunch of money. We could sell shares, and I could get rich, rich, rich. If only we could find a bunch of idiots on the internet to believe that the price of AMC is going to go to $1,000. What? I know, it's so amazing to believe. It is so amazing. The thing as well is everyone loves to, list ideas like FTDs. They love to talk about the dark pools. They love to basically create any reason other than the fact that AMC is just a failed business, that the company is going to run out of money once again, that the company has been on the brink of bankruptcy, that the company has invested billions of dollars in terrible, terrible investments. They've made terrible investments over the last 10 years that have not shown any revenue for the company, that have not improved the business model. And now today, they believe that AMC is going to magically turn around because a bunch of apes on the internet have bought the shares, have bought stock, and they think, oh my gosh, this is the turnaround point for AMC. It's going to go back to the moon to $1,000. Now, obviously, I do believe at some point this is going to have another pop higher. The question is, does it go down to $9 first? Does it pop back up here to $25 to $30 area? There's so many questions. There's so little time. But at the end of the day, AMC continues to go lower, and the financials, the overall business does not change. They have billions and billions of dollars in debt. They have to pay the interest. They have other costs of business. They've got all the properties. They've got so much stuff going on. And at the end of the day, like I said before, the movie theater business is on its last leg. It's a dying business, and it will not be around in the future. So again, a word of warning to anyone who thinks they can hold AMC shares forever, that they don't care what the price is, that the imaginary price of the stock right now at $15 is not real. This is not the real price. The actual price of AMC is $1,000. Anyone that believes that, you can hold your shares for as long as you like. But at a certain time, at a certain point, if AMC does declare bankruptcy, the common shareholders will get nothing, zero, nothing at all. And well, that will not be pretty for a lot of AMC holders. And everyone wants to say, like, Patrick, why is it that you care about other people losing money? Why is it that you care about other people, holding a stock that you believe is going to go down in value? It's not that I, sit around here and lose sleep about it at night, or I, worry about it all day. I do get messages from people. I do listen to people who actually have real issues now. They've bought into the whole idea that AMC was going to $1,000. They listened to the other YouTubers that said that AMC was gonna MOAS, that it was gonna happen every single week for the last 6 months, that the MOAS was going to come, that everything was looking so good. Like, this whole setup here was like, it's gonna explode and the MOAS is going to happen. Well, there's a lot of people out there that are going to have problems now with money, with their families, with their wives, or, you know, vice versa. Maybe the wife put too much money in AMC. I've seen that as well. Some people commenting, some of the wives here, you know, saying that AMC was going to go to $1 million. But the question really now, you know, but the question a lot of people have is, why do I care? And the reason that I care about this play and the reason that I talk about it is I do feel so bad for everyone who was that AMC was going to $1,000, that they look at the Volkswagen play, that they say that the MOAS is going to happen. They keep hearing about it. All the other apes on the message boards, on the, you know, YouTube and vice versa, all talking about how they believe that AMC was going to go to $1,000 or higher. It, you know, it seems like a miracle. It seems like you could change your life. You could invest a bunch of money and you could change your life with this play. But like I've said before, if it's a game-changing play that's going to change your life, well, there's probably a reason that it's not going to happen, because it's probably just a fairy tale. So again, like I said before, it's not that I want anyone to lose money here, but I think a lot of people need to open their eyes and understand what is actually going on here. You've got the media, you've got the YouTubers all talking about this imaginary MOAS with all these different numbers, all these ideas of short percentages, manipulation, dark pools, and naked shorts, and all of these different things going on. But at the end of the day, the price of the stock continues to go lower. The idea that there's more buyers than sellers, that is not true. It is impossible, because every time a stock is bought and sold, there's a buyer, there's a seller. If I sell 100 shares of a stock, well, there's somebody else that bought it. So for me to sell something, there has to be a buyer. And I believe overall that most of the AMC apes are stuck in this at a very high price, and they're looking to sell at a certain point. Are they selling at $16? Maybe not. But I do believe they will be looking to sell as soon as this thing, if it ever does pop back up. There's going to be a lot of bag holders just looking to get out for break even. So if you guys haven't already, do me one big favor, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will talk to you guys later on.